Morning, it's Keith at Scheider Farms, and we're here on location this morning down here at 5th and Main. And what we're going to talk about this morning is cutting back your containers. So if you plant a container in the spring and it was beautiful, there's a couple things that can kind of outgrow everything else. And number one thing would be sweet potato vine. Sweet potato vine are great, we use them a lot, but they can take over. They're really aggressive. So we recommend cutting them back at least once or twice throughout the growing season, depending on what they're planted with. So here we have it with some coleus, which are very aggressive, a couple coleus, a palm. There's some dragonwing begonias in there, which get big, but they can get overtaken by sweet potato. So we're going to cut this back, and I don't just take my scissors and start cutting it back. What we want to do, if we just cut it back, you'll actually make it bushier. What we're going to do is take these longest ones, we're going to kind of pull them up, and I'm going to cut them back inside there. So, I like to get rid of all the longest ones first. So these are some pretty long ones in here. And we'll follow them up, and we're just going to cut some of those back. As far up in there as I can go. It's kind of hard to find sometimes. So what we're going to do is thin them out. If there's any growing across the top, we're going to cut those out. And again, you want to cut them back in there. You don't want to just cut them off at the end, or you'll end up with a bushy thing and they'll still take over. So I'm going to leave you for a minute. We're going to cut this back, and I'll show you the finished product here in just a couple minutes. Hey, welcome back. So we're done cutting back our sweet potato. I know it doesn't look like maybe I cut that much out of here, but this is the pile that we got out of this container. And what we did now is we're giving the other plants a chance to catch up. And I want to encourage you, don't be afraid to cut your stuff back in your containers at home. If there's one plant that's getting a little out of control, cut it back, thin it out, cut it back some. It'll give the other ones a chance to catch up. Even if it looks like maybe you cut a little too much out, if it's an aggressive plant, that's fine. Everything else is going to do better, and it will catch back up, trust me. So get out there, get your plants, containers back into shape, even them up. And one more thing, don't forget to fertilize. It's about time to keep the fertilizer up. You've gone this long, keep it up with it. So from downtown Marysville, we are glad to see you and get your plants cleaned up. Have a great day.